Hi there, Bramble Fox friends. I said I'd be back with what is going into the shop this February 2020. And we've got a whole bunch of exciting new little videos to tempt you with. I'm going to start off with the arrows in the middle. I am such a sucker for arrows, as are most of the design team, so I know that must be a good thing. These ones, they come in a pack of 5. And they're just easy to use words, so you could pop them on over your photo or point at your photo, and it's a great way to bring attention to your photo or journaling. I was actually inspired by something a brooch I'd seen, which was actually on the Tiffany website. It was so cute in gold. So these are a little bit of a more economical version, shall we say. So there are 5 and they point in different directions. And at the moment I've got them available in the white, a pale blue, like a baby blue colour, and a pale pink. So very easy to use colours. And no doubt I shall pop on some of the colours later on in the month. And then you can also see we've got some simple arrows, and these come in 2 colours in each pack, and there are 10 in each pack. So I love these, so easy to use. And again, some of my most popular items in the past have been arrows, just because you can use them all year round and all sorts of layouts, just to add that little detail. So a lovely shiny piece to add to your layout. This one is a turquoise and coral colour, which I think is my new favourite. A monochrome, so that's a classic black and white colour, always very easy to use. And then a navy and pale blue, which will happen to go perfectly with the March Fox. So also in this month's, in the shop this month rather, is this rainbow. It's like a little mini rainbow in the most gorgeous colour combo. So pale blue, delphinium blue, which is like a kind of almost a purpley blue, coral and pink. I just love that combo. And then you get a little sunshine to go over your rainbow. There are 4 stars in the matching colours, a tiny title joy, and a nice spiky sun. And I'm going to show you how I've used some of these very quickly on my layout, so bear with me. What I thought I would do is just show you some layouts that I have worked on this month, and how I've used those new items in the shop. So the first one's actually from a class I just taught at Crop in the Country here in the UK. We had a fabulous time. So this was one of my classes I did 3 classes over the weekend. So I actually created this rainbow combination for this class. So you can see the colours match perfectly with She's Magic from Dear Lizzie. Although, to be fair, there are lots of collections out there that have the same or similar colours. So the class itself, we had little windows made from the Polaroid frames, but it was just really cheerful design. So with the rainbow, and then I overlaid the Joy title over the top of the rainbow. But I did see other people spread all those out, and you could use them all in one go, or as I've done here, or spread that over several layouts. So I really enjoyed that class. It was a really good fun class to teach. So one of my other classes, again, this is Maggie Holmes this time, and I loved this heritage collection. It was so nice to use, and I think when I initially saw it, when I saw these 2 colours, I was like, who put those together? But you can see I match my nails now to the paper. So Adore You was made for this class, but again, it's just such a great title to use on all sorts of things. So that's going into the shop in February. So a really good, easy title to use. Again, this was for a class for Crop in the Country. And actually this is just a layout I did for myself. I think this is an old cream paper. I'm sure somebody will tell me if it's not, but it has a lot of copper on the background, so it was really difficult to photograph, but you can actually see on video how lovely and shiny it is. And I just used lots of old frames that I had from past kits from here and there. And these papers are P13, so that's a Polish company. Oh, it's beautiful paper. So I love a bit of fussy cutting, so I did go fussy cutting mad. But I used say cheese from the March Fox box, and here's one of those little arrows, the XO arrow, just because I could, and it does match perfectly to one of the frames, I thought. So I really like that. So they're just really easy to use, and I say I just pop them on a frame or point them to a photo, and I think it just highlights something nicely. So my last layout, again, I've just done this one for Bramble Fox. So I use good stuff from the March Fox box, and then I've picked up on those arrows that I showed you earlier. And again, this is in the coral and teal colour. Absolutely adore it. I love the colours. So I've used it with the Pink Fresh So Cool collection, which has the same sort of colours. So it has a lot of blues, as you can see. But it also had some coral pieces or some pinky pieces, so you know that worked really well with that collection, I think. The background here, I've used a new stencil, so that stencil's gone into the shop this month. So it's got lots of different numbers, you know, really exciting. I just did a bit of an experiment really, so I painted on the background first in a teal colour, and then I went back over with some Distress Oxide ink through the stencil, and then I picked out some of the detail. I don't know if you can see that, some of the detail there with the fine liner. So I was quite pleased with that. I'm not a big mixed media person. I love it, but don't have much practice with it, but I really liked how that turned out. And then I used some of the music pieces from last year. I loved those, the U-Rock and Rock and Roller pieces, but they're always good to just pop on a layout. So that hopefully will give you a bit of inspiration as to what's gone into the shop and what's coming up in the March Fox box. The Fox box is available up until the beginning of March, so you can sign up for a subscription if you want to. It is only £12 a month plus your shipping, so there isn't normally a big saving actually on the individual prices, and most of the time not all the pieces make it into the shop, so you know, we just put them in the Fox box, so it's a great way to get exclusive pieces too. Anyway, thanks for coming and watching the video. I hope I've given you some inspiration, and I'll see you next time.